Hey everyone, Enra here, and welcome to another episode of Glitchslapped by Enra. Up to this point, we've looked at how to stack glitches on a single connection point using their natural orientation to create some intriguing constructs. Now it's time to take it a step beyond that and talk about how to manipulate connection points so that the same piece glitched onto the point will come in with a slightly different orientation from any other pieces glitched onto that point. For this technique, I'll be demonstrating a working knowledge of total wire control is needed. I'm linking the tutorial by Beeblebum on the screen now. If you haven't seen it, stop the video and go check it out. About a month ago, the Beehive mini challenge was to make a construct on a single glitch point. This is what I came up with: 20 items glitched onto a single point. This was done simply by rotating the connection point around in a circle. Let's talk about how this is done. For the purposes of our demonstration, we'll use an 8-sided circle of light panels glitched onto the outer connectors of planners glitched into the biodome. Once the light panels are set, go ahead and green state another light panel on the outside edge and adjacency to a light box. After setting all 8 light boxes and deleting the panels, replace the floor panel you placed the biodome on with a centered connection point through total wire control. We could start glitching things now, but first, let's give an angle to the glitches, as I think this gives it a more dynamic look. To do this, we need to stack up the light boxes. I decided to go up 3 more boxes, but you can pick how many ever you want, depending on the angle you desire. Next, I use total wire control to lay a wire from the center point to the top of one of the light box stacks. After deleting the center point, it's time to start glitching. For starters, let's pick something from the parallel fat middle group. Glass-roofed corridors will work great. After deleting the original center point wire, glitch a glass-roofed corridor onto the connection point. Now attach a wire to the center point and use total wire control to place another wire at the top of the next light box stack over. Now delete the old wire and glitch another glass-roofed corridor onto the connection point. Notice this new corridor comes in with the same orientation as the first, but since we've changed the orientation of the connection point slightly, the new corridor comes in slightly different than the first. Now rinse and repeat around the rest of the circle. And this is what you come out with: a disc made out of glass-roofed corridors. Looks pretty cool, but since hollow doors have 0 collision, we can snap hollow doors onto each end of the corridors. This looks better, and if we were in creative, the hollow doors would light up and make this whole thing look really badass. So now, what if we used an item that glitches in perpendicular instead of parallel, like, say, mineral extractors? The main change we need to make in our preparations is to increase the angle. This can be done by stacking more boxes upward or by running more inward. I elect to run 4 more boxes inward and then use the innermost box as my total wire control adjacency point. Once all the boxes are set, I lay the first wire just like we did before and glitch an extractor onto it. Now you see why we need to increase the angle. The greater the angle when glitching items from the perpendicular lists, the more splay you'll get in the final construct. Now let's work our way around the circle just like we did before. Once done, here is our final result. Pretty menacing looking, actually. I like it a lot. Alright, well finally, let me leave you with a couple tips to help you avoid pitfalls you might run into. The first one is to make sure that as you work your way around the circle, you lay the new wire before you delete the old wire. If you delete the old wire first, you've now lost your center connection point and you'll need to reset it in order to lay the new wire. Another thing to keep in mind is that since you are deleting each wire as you go along, this technique will only work if you are glitching items that won't cascade. It's still completely possible to do this with items that do cascade. If you remember the construct I showed you at the beginning, it had race force amplifiers on it, which cascade if you breathe on them wrong. So if you're interested in how to go about using this technique with items that do cascade, feel free to drop a comment or stop by a live stream. Well, that's going to do it for episode 6 of Glitchslapped by Enra. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you got something useful out of the video. As usual, if you did like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't already. I'm Enra Silver, and until next time, may the glitch gods smile upon you.